Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Just pulling up because of media day, And yeah, man, I wanted to watch some film, you know what I'm saying? You know, well, it's just me here. But hey Jay, what's up? What's up? But yeah, man, I'm in the building, man. I'm in the building. But shout to everybody that's here, man. Shout to all the Nets fans. And let's get into it. You know, let's get into it.
With the idea that we was gonna play with that group that we kind of went that little run with the second round with. I felt like another year that us being healthy. Um, we're building something towards the future. So then as the season went on, I had you seen what happened last season. Guys in and out the lineup, injuries, just a lot of uncertainty, which put some doubt in my mind about
Right.
the next 4 years of my career and then getting older. And I want to be in a place that's stable and trying to build a championship culture. So I had some doubts about that.
Right.
And I voiced them to Joe. And we moved forward from there. But, in my mind, I did like what we did. What Sean put together this summer with the team. I knew that with all the adversity that we had and a lot of failures that we had as a team last
You got to
year,
pick.
guys are gonna be working to get better and be better, and I had to make that try to not make that a trend. So in the back of my mind, that was still there, and I had conversations with Steve and Joe, Claire, and Sean, and we came to a mutual agreement that we should keep moving forward.
Hey, Kevin. Twofold. What did Joe say that kind of put your mind at ease or convinced you that you guys were headed in the right direction? And did you feel the need to kind of air things out with Steve and Sean specifically to make sure that they knew that you're actually behind them?
Yeah, I mean, they know me. They understood where I was coming from. I had plenty of talks with Steve and Sean throughout the season about how I was feeling and what I felt we needed to change as a team and as an organization and where I see my career. And we had plenty of conversations, so they know me, so they know how much I care about the game of basketball, my teammates, and wanting to win. So we all jumped on the same page. It was pretty simple. We're professionals. We got to, we know how to adapt and move forward. So I think that's really what it was.
Hey, Kevin. As you do try and build, a winning franchise going forward, do you worry about now, in a few months, James Harden wanted to leave. It looked like you wanted to leave. That guys on the outside are going to maybe wonder sort of, what's wrong there that the top level players don't want to be there.
What guys you talking about?
Not wondering about if from the outside players might look at this and say,
what players?
Oh, I'm just saying.
I mean, who knows? I mean, we got some good guys here that chose to come here this summer. So, I mean, I guess it didn't matter to them that much. So we got, we just got Marquise Morris who made a decision. Who a couple teams wanted him and he chose us. So I guess it didn't make that big of an impact. But we know how the NBA is. It's a business, and once business is involved, sometimes you may have disagreements, relationships, may hit a halt, may hit a fork in the road. You got to figure out. But at the end of the day, people understand what I bring to the court, what we bring to the court, the players on the team, and they've seen us. They played against us and coached against us, so they understand how we play the game of basketball. All that other stuff, we'll figure it out. And that's just the nature of the NBA at this point.
Kevin, over the summer when everything was playing out, were you disappointed that you weren't traded?
No. Not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I'm doing what I love to do, first off. So if I'm looking at it from that lens, no, I'm not disappointed. I felt like either option. I mean, coming here, we still had a great team. But no, I wasn't disappointed. I still let her play. I knew that wasn't going to be affected. Regardless of what happened in the summer, I was not going to let it affect the work that needed to be put out on the court when it's time. So, that's what I leaned on, just having fun playing ball. And I knew that's one thing that wasn't going to stop regardless.
Kevin, just curious about, I understand like the season itself was disappointing the way it ended, but the talent here has never really been in doubt, whether it was you, James, and Kyrie, or now you, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons. So what was missing that raised so much doubt in your mind about your future here, and how it was any part of that Kyrie's contract situation?
Not at all. I mean, I heard that talks about me not being me being upset about their contracts and them offering Kyrie. Always, since day one, first of all, I never walk into any GM office or coach office and demand anything. Tell them to sign anybody or run a play for me, or I come in and do my job as a player, which is to be coachable, work as hard as I can, and be available. So a lot of people got that in their minds that I control everything here with the Nets, and I only control my job, and my job is to be a player. And I felt like their relationship, they had to figure that out on their own. I'm not the liaison between Kyrie and the organization. And I always told them that. I always told Sean and Kyrie, I got to build y'all relationship, how y'all do it. Because everybody's separate, everybody's different. You approach each player differently. So I didn't want to get in between that.
Right.
Whatever they negotiated, I had no talks in it. I let them handle that. So my whole thing was I wanted everybody to be held accountable for their habits as a basketball player every day. And I think a lot of stuff was getting swept under the rug because we're injured or this guy's not around or just the circumstances. I thought we could have fought through that a little bit more and focused on the guys that were here a little bit more. When I went out with an injury, we lost 10 in a row. And I'm like, we shouldn't be losing some of these games that we lost, regardless of who on the floor. So
what played into your decision to put the
Yo, I'm so fucking sorry. I had this shit on mute the entire time. Um, wow. Yeah. In a nutshell, I was saying I'm gonna bring it back for when Lab pull up. We could watch this together. Um, here you go, right here. Let's check it out. Yo, Lab, what up?
Yo, what's good, buddy?
Chilling Netsatnyte, man. You know what's up, man. How you doing?
I'm alright, man. Could be better, man, but
I seen you seen some of the clips and you said Kevin Durant was kind of mad, like we didn't want to be here. I seen your comment, but I couldn't like that comment, man.
I
I was like,
mean,
yo, that's my guy, but I can't like that comment. He going through some real shit. But you here and we gonna watch it together.
he going through some real shit, man. But his body language was off, man. He was
All right,
telling.
before we get into it, what you mean his body language is off? Talk to me.
I said his body language was off. Like he didn't look happy to be there. Like you feel me? Like he looked tight, bro.
Yeah, but how you let's all right. That being said, I won't disagree with that, but let's go over how he handled the questions though.
He handled them good,
That's
professionally.
just what I'm saying. Yeah, he gonna be uncomfortable, obviously, because of everything that happened in the off season. But shit, it ain't worse than Boston. You know, I think that shit probably took some of the pressure off of him. Like, all right, well, we ain't the biggest thing that's happened right before media day. You know, because we had the biggest mess going into media day, and then Boston that happened, and it's like they got the biggest mess now,
Boston and Phoenix.
right? Phoenix too. Phoenix too. So all right, but we're gonna get into this upset. We're gonna get into this. Hey, but you said Phoenix, but so I'll get into that real quick. Sean Marks and Nash, their relationship is from Phoenix, and they talk about Crowder coming in. Nah, I don't want it. I'll pass.
I fuck with Crowder.
You want Crowder trade him? Trade TJ Warren then.
Nah, you wildin'. We
All
need
right, hold on.
to.
We all over the place, man. Let's get into this interview, man.
Yeah,
Hold up.
that's that night, man.
That's Saturday night. We in the building, man.
Trade request and then ultimately rescinded?
Um,
Well,
there
there's a
was
lot
a
of
lot of
uncertainty
around
around
our
our
team
team
last
last
year.
year. I
I
committed to this organization for 4
years.
years
Last
last summer
summer, with
with
the
the
idea
idea
that
that
we
we
was
was
gonna
going to
play
play
with
with
that
that
group,
group, that we
that we
kind of
kind of went on that little run with the
with the
second
second
round.
round,
Right there. I'm gonna stop it right there to speak on that and talk about what that group was.
What that meant.
Right. That was James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. As you could see through the offseason, Kevin Durant and James Harden, they was cool. And part of the reason why Kevin Durant explained why he wanted to leave is because he ain't see the organization running a tight ship based off of his words. Right? We gonna talk about it, man. But that group, I guess he wanted Harden on the team. Excuse me, right there, I disagree with Kevin Durant. I disagree that we should have traded James Harden for Jared Allen and Karis LeVert. I disagree with that whole trade. But he felt like, that was the group that he wanted for the Brooklyn Nets. I respect it. You know what I mean? But, I disagree with it still. But what you think about that roster? And I'm asked this my question to you, Laugh. The roster
Well,
we
I
huh?
don't know if that's what he meant. I
All
think
right.
what he meant. I don't think he meant that team that you referring to, bro. I think the team that he was referring to was the team with him, James Harden, and Kyrie.
That's
Because
what I said.
he followed it up and said, um,
I just said that.
you said that, but you said he was referring to the Jared Allen and Karis LeVert team.
No. I said that I still disagree with Kevin. I disagree with Kevin Durant. That's what I said. I said that he talking about James Harden. He wanted the trade to happen. He thought he was going to have that group and they was going to build around that three.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm with you, bro. I'm picking down what you put. I'm picking up what you putting down.
Yeah.
But I don't. What KD said, I shy away from it. I still feel like we lost defense, and now we trying to get it back. Getting Ben Simmons is just trying to replace what Jared Allen was doing in the paint. If you ask me.
Yeah.
But what you think? So we agree on that though.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah. So that's the group he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah,
That's
man.
what made him want that. I feel like, well, he said it himself. That's what made him request the trade. Once they traded James Harden to Philly, and then they didn't give Kyrie. Well, he's saying that them not giving Kyrie the max is not a reason, but that's a reason. You feel me? He's not gonna say that though. But
But nah,
we agree.
but they asked him that. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, well, let's get to that part of the interview. We agree on this part. Let's just play.
I
I
felt
feel like
like
another
another
year
year
that
that
us
us
being
being
healthy.
healthy, um,
We're
we're
building
building something towards
towards the
the future.
future.
So
Yeah.
Then
then
as the
as the
season went
season went
on,
on,
I
I have
seen
seen
what
what
happened
happened
with
with
our
our
season.
guys in and out the lineup,
Lineup,
injuries,
injuries, just a
just a
lot
lot
of
of
uncertainty.
uncertainty,
There's
which
still
built
some
some
doubt
doubt
in
in
my
my
mind
mind
about
about
the
the
next
next
4
4
years of
years
my
of my
career.
career.
I'm getting
Getting
older,
older, and I
and I
want to be
want to
in a
be in a
place
place
that's
that's
stable
stable
and
and trying to
trying to
build
build a
a
championship
championship
culture.
culture.
So
So I
I
had
had
some
some
doubts
doubts
about
about
that,
that, and
and I
I
voiced
voiced
them to
them to
Joe,
Joe, and we
and we
moved
moved
forward from
forward from
there.
there.
But
But
you know,
in my
in my
mind,
mind, I did
I
like
did
what
like
we
what we
did,
did,
with
with Sean
Sean
put
put
together this
together this
summer with the
summer with the team.
team.
Right there. Right there. He
He
is
like
giving the accountability over to Shaw Box and Steve Nash. When he said we got guys in and out of the lineup, he meant that.
yeah.
There was no consistency. Nash led the league in lineups for the whole NBA.
I like what he was saying throughout this whole interview. Like he was letting it be known that he didn't like what Nash was doing. He didn't like what Sean Marks was doing. He didn't like the culture, the direction it was going. And I can't be mad at him for that, bro, because that's out his hands. He signed here as a superstar player, right? And it's up to the front office to build a championship team around you. You feel me? So
Right, but
I
no.
can't be
But
mad at him for that.
but what I'm saying is they act the way he's speaking. It's like it's not a bridge that they had a communication about who's staying and who's going. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Well, that's on front office
look.
too because you got to keep your star player in everything that you do. He got to be at the round table.
Yo, look. It's up to him to build that relationship, and then you got him also saying, and we will get back into the interview, right? He also says that oh, everybody got to build their own relationship with Sean Marks. I don't know nothing about the contracts. All right, cool. If you don't know nothing about the contracts, and Sean Marks is just putting pieces around you that's supposed to make make the team better around you, but he's not consulting you. I don't understand that part. Like, how are you not consulting him? Like, Sean Marks is just making all these maneuvers without Kevin Durant saying yes or no. And he even says it in the interview, like, yo, everybody got this idea that I'm running the team, but it ain't like that, this, that, and the third. So I'm thinking about it like, all right, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, ain't about who fault it is. We all on the same team. You either gonna win or lose. Feel me? You know what I mean? So it's just a lose or win. So my thing is, at the end of the day, if the goal is to win, then we gotta be on the same page. Somebody gotta be the quote unquote bigger person and step up and say, yo, this is what we need to do to win. You may not like me, I may not like you, but I don't give a fuck. You don't like the same coffee or whatever the fuck. Like, we need to get this shit on point so we could win this championship, because that's why we here. And you don't like me. Even more the reason that it's here for a purpose. Like, all right, y'all don't like me. We don't like each other. We still here for a championship. Let's get it. KD is in a prime in his career. He ain't got no time to bullshit. That's what he talking about. The uncertainty. Now he basically the uncertainty he talking about is Nash can't coach when I ain't on the floor. We don't win. And he's saying it was his own words that these are some of the games that we should have won. He like, yo, we should have won some of these
Yo,
games.
he kind of said what we were saying all season,
Exactly, bro.
like without even saying it. Like your shit was crazy to me when I was watching that shit. I'm like, yo, like he basically said everything that we said. Like, you feel me? Like, cause
And
we all agreed on that. Like, how we losing these
yeah,
games when KD went down? You feel me? That's bad coaching, Nash.
right.
Like, you feel me? Like, you don't know what you're doing. You got all these different lineup rotations and shit like that. We've been saying that. And
Yeah,
the thing is, we haven't heard it from Kevin Durant, but now we hearing it, and it's basically what we said.
yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. This is why Netsatnyte is important. This is why lavish Lycino pulling up is important, man. Relevant, man. Because we get to it. We not just over here capping. We over here actually looking at the game, getting a chance to look at film. And again, like I told dudes, the best thing you could do with Kevin Durant is watch his post-game interviews. He showed leadership. I was saying that, and this is how he was talking in the off-season in the post-game interviews. That's why sometimes it would take me a little longer to pull up, because I would go to the interview after the game and see how he talked about the game. And I remember him having a comfort zone when in the beginning when we lost the first game, but then sometimes he'll show like a little pushback, like, nah, we should have won that. But yo, man, like you said, man, we was saying this prior, man. It's beautiful to know that we saying that they gonna win the championship this year. That could happen. If that happened, like, yo, man, I'm gonna just play this clip, man. Hold up.
I knew that with all the adversity that we hit and a lot of failures that we hit as a team last year, guys are going to be working to get better and be that try to not make it. And so, in the back of my mind, that was still there. And I had conversations with Steve and Joe, Claire, and Sean. And, we came to a mutual agreement that I should keep moving forward.
Mutual agreement. Keep moving forward. Yo, you there?
Yo,
Yo. Yeah, what's good, bro?
bro, that shit was on mute again. I'm bugging. I did like that. How long was that shit? Like 4 minutes?
Yeah.
That ass, I was talking with on the shit on mute. I was going in too, man. That ass, I was going in. But yeah, man, like I was saying to myself, fuck, man. Shout to Jaffe, because I did not know that I was on mute until he said that. Shout to Barry in the building, and I said that. Shit, man. I should have been playing this clip. Let me just play this clip, bro. Not for.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin, twofold. What did Joe say that kind of put your mind at ease or convinced you that you guys were headed in the right direction? And did you feel a need to kind of air things out with Steve and Sean specifically to make sure that they knew that you're actually behind them.
Yeah, man, they know me.
You know,
They understood
they
where I
understood
was
where I was
coming
coming
from.
from.
They,
And, I had plenty of talks with Steve
and
and Sean
Sean
throughout the season about how I was feeling and what I felt we needed
to change
to change as a team, as an organization, and where I see my
my
career.
career. We had
We had
plenty of
plenty of
conversations,
conversations,
so
so
they
they know
know
me.
me, so they
So they
know
know
how
how
much
much
I
I
care
care about
about
the
the
game
game
of
of
basketball,
basketball,
my
my
teammates,
teammates,
and
and wanting to
wanting to
win.
win.
So
So
we
we
all
all
jumped on
jumped
the
on the
same
same
page.
page.
It
It
was
was pretty
pretty
simple.
simple. We're
We're
professionals.
professionals.
We
We
got
got
to,
to,
we know how to adapt and move
move
forward. So
forward.
I
So I
think
think
that's
that's
really
really
what
what
it
it
was.
was.
Hey, Kevin.
As
As
you
you
try
do
and
try and
build,
build,
winning franchise going forward,
do you
worry
worry
about
about
now,
now,
in
in
the
the
span of a few months, James
James
Harden
Harden
wanted to leave. It looked like you wanted to leave. That guys on the outside are going to maybe wonder sort of, what's wrong there that the top level players don't want to be there.
What guys are you talking about?
Not one that if from the outside players might look at this and say,
What players?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Hey,
Who knows?
I mean, we got some good guys here that chose to come here this summer. So, I guess
they
they
it
didn't
didn't
matter
matter
to
to
them
them
that
that
much.
much.
So
So
we
we
got,
got
just
got
got
Marquise
Marquise
Morris
who made a decision. Who
Who
a couple teams wanted him, and he chose us. So
I
I
guess
guess
it
it
didn't
make
make
that
that
big
big
of
of
an
an
impact.
impact.
But we know how the NBA
is.
is.
It's
It's a business, and
once
once
you
business is
involved,
involved,
sometimes
sometimes
you
you
may
may have
have
disagreements,
relationships.
relationships. May hit a halt, and may hit a fork in the road. You got to figure out. But at the end of the day, uh, people understand what I bring to the court, what we bring to the court. The players on this team, and they seen us. They played against us and coached against us, so they understand how we play the game of basketball. All that other stuff, we'll figure out, and that's just the nature of the NBA at this point.
Kevin, over the summer when everything was playing out, were you disappointed that you weren't traded?
No, not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I'm doing what I love to do. First off, so if I'm looking at it from that lens, no, I'm not disappointed. I felt like either option. I mean, coming here still had a great team, but no, I wasn't disappointed. I still love to play. I knew that wasn't going to be affected. Regardless of what happened in the summer, I was not going to let it affect the work that needs to be put out on the court when it's time. So, that's what I leaned on, just having fun playing ball. And I knew that's one thing that wasn't going to stop regardless.
Kevin, just curious about, I understand like the season itself was disappointing the way it ended, but the talent here has never really been in doubt, whether it was you, James, and Kyrie, or now you, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons. So what was missing that raised so much doubt in your mind about your future here, and how it was any part of that Kyrie's contract situation?
Not at all. I mean, I heard that talks about me not being, me being upset about their contracts and them offering Kyrie. Always, since day one, first of all, I never walk into any GM office or coach office and demand anything. Tell them to sign anybody or run a play for me, or I come in and do my job as a player, which is to be coachable, work as hard as I can, and be available. So a lot of people got that in their minds, that I control everything here with the Nets and only control my job. And my job is to be a player. And I felt like their relationship, they had to figure that out on their own. I'm not the liaison between Kyrie and the organization. And I always told them that. I always told Sean and Kyrie, I got to be.
Let's talk about it right there. Let's talk about it. You can hear me?
Yeah.
The whole myth is that he run a team. He's saying, "Nah, my hands are clean. I ain't never did that." What you feel? You feel like he just, what you think? You think he just,
Man, he
he
had
just saying that for the cameras?
he had input in a lot of shit that happened in Brooklyn, man.
Because everybody know the GM is the GM. Is Kevin Durant a Durant GM? Is he coming in there telling who picking? And that's another thing. They giving him this energy like he's supposed to come in the office and waving the 4-4. Like, nah, he's not doing that. Y'all making it seem like he spazzing when he speak to the owner of the team and the GM and the coach. He's trying to be reasonable, and I think the narrative is that he's the bad guy in the situation, as if he was
Yeah.
abusive. Like he gave him and to hear him speak on the matter, this is the first that he heard him speak on the matter. He's been on Twitter doing a bunch of other shit, but he ain't
I feel
never,
like the media be blowing it out of proportion, bro.
yeah. Well,
Like
I
for
think
him to
it's way
request
more
a
fun.
trade and bring anything to the front office, like you need it should be, it should always be professional. You should always be, you know,
Yeah,
hold yourself with the professionalism, because you still got, it's your job at the end of the day. Like, you feel me? Like he said, like, you know what I mean? And Kevin Durant is one of the most professional athletes in the league. So the media be twisting it because of, like, I don't know. They always did that. They always try to put a stain on KD jacket for what reason, I don't know, bro.
yeah,
Like,
but nah, but it's what you said too. It's because I think a lot of times as Brooklyn Nets fans, we'll watch the post game interviews with Kevin Durant and actually hear him articulate what he feel and think, and know as in his basketball knowledge. Um, yo, nah, I think it is different from what the media is saying. I think that's why he be on Twitter heavy like that. Like he want to paint his own narrative opposed to what the media say. But the
yeah,
media be at him. He be trying to get at everything but the media, and the media be at him. So it's
yeah,
weird, I guess. You know what I mean? This is the first time. Well, not the first time. Social media is different from growing up. I watch players only get this type of how you say coverage every day is if they was nice. Like you had to be super duper nice to be mentioned every day in basketball. Like the Twitter, social media changed all that. And I'm saying that to say KD narrative is different from the media narrative, bro. You know what I'm saying? He speaks well. But
yeah.
shout out to KD, man. Hold on, I'm about to. You want to say anything else about what he said about? You see what I mean? He keep his hands clean. Like, nah, I ain't got nothing to do with Kyrie's contract, man. Stop it. Like, that's what he's saying. He basically like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with Harden and all of that. I ain't know nothing was going. I ain't know none of that. And you saying that he think he do that. Like he do know what's going on. And
Well, as far, well, I don't know, bro. That's internal. I'm not like in the Brooklyn. Like I don't know what they do behind the closed doors. Like, you feel me? So, like,
yeah,
maybe he did, maybe he didn't. You feel me? He said he didn't. I mean, he's a man, and all you got is your word. So if he didn't, then I'm assuming he didn't. You feel me?
yeah, he a Brooklyn Nets, man. I protect him. Know what I'm saying? I feel like Kevin Durant right now, far as leadership, when you look at Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, they came together. Who led the team more? And since they've been here, is it Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving? It's Kevin Durant by
I
far.
got I gotta watch that Sean Marks and Steve Nash press conference. I ain't watched that one. I
You
gotta
seen
watch
this
that.
one though?
Yeah, I saw this one. I watched this one.
Okay, I got you. I'll put it on right
Kyrie
now.
said it was awkward and shit like that. I'm trying to see like how everything gonna play out, bro. Because like, everything just came back full circle, and like everybody, you know, I
Yeah.
mean, like they said, man, that's gonna be weird, man. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
YouTube
I'm gonna
TV makes no
cook these guys if they
and
talk
an
weird,
unlimited
man. I
data.
swear to you.
GR6. YouTube TV.
Yo,
I
Nash
am
better,
going
yo,
to
son, like
cook these
real
guys.
talk, bro.
Why
Nash,
don't you own commercial real
Hold
estate?
on, I'll be right back, bro.
Yes,
Let
you.
me put
Why
this
don't you own
ad off. All right, here we go.
yo, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on, pause that real quick.
All right.
Yo, Nash. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Everything is banking on Nash, bro.
Talk about it.
Everything is banking on Nash. Whether this team, whether they blow up this team or not, is banking on the TikTok dancer. You feel me? So,
Mm-hmm.
like, whatever, like, if everything start going bad, sour, and everything, like, he gonna derail everything, son, if he don't get it together, bro. Yo, bro, you been here 3 seasons, bro. If you mess this up, bro, you should never have another coaching opportunity again in your whole entire life.
Talk about it. Yo, you hilarious, bro. But the end of the day, like I said, that's why KD, he the people's champ, eh? Dash was the untouchable. You cannot speak to him like he's protected. Like you cannot say anything to him. And KD stepped up and spoke his word. Like, yo, man, you gotta coach us to win. He said, KD said, I wish I had clips to put it together real fast. KD said, "Yo, um, what he said? We lost 10 games straight. We should have won some of those games." He talking directly to Steve Nash. He not saying his name, but he talking directly to him. He's saying we had enough talent. There was enough guys here on our team to win the game. You didn't play the right players. You gave James Johnson's
So
James
why he
Johnson
ain't
left
say
the
that? He
offense,
should have just said that,
bro.
man. He
James
should.
Johnson led the offense, bro. Like, are you
Yo, bro.
kidding me?
He should have just said that. Well, I'm pretty sure they have these conversations, like personal conversations, on the sideline, on the side. You know what I mean? And I'm like he said, he voiced his frustrations to Nash, and I'm pretty sure Nash got the message. If he's saying that he voiced these frustrations to Sean Marks and Nash and the owner, then at this point it's out of his hands because he's just playing basketball, bro. Like,
Yeah,
like that's his job to go and play basketball and produce at the highest level. He does that day in, day out. He's
right.
always available. Like I said, bro, like you know what I mean? Like now it's up to these guys, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Nah, and we're gonna see. Let's like you say, you want to see the interview. I want to see it too.
Go ahead, play that.
Oh, were you ready like that?
Megan Triple, yes, Network. Coach, what's your overall just general thoughts of this group as you guys enter this season?
It's excitement. You know, we had
Sound like that.
I think a great summer of working through last season's lessons. You know, we clearly faced a lot of adversity last year. I think it put us in a position to really dig into all the things that we try to clean up and improve. I think they did a great job
Like
with
what?
the rosters.
Nah, like
So
what?
just excitement about
Like
our team.
what?
Clean
Nah,
up
like
and improve. Like what are you
like
talking
what?
about?
What you talking
You the reason.
Yeah, what you mean? Like you talking about things we can improve. What about you? Can we improve your head coaching skills? Yo, I'm gonna cook this guy. Yo, can we, bro? I'm gonna let the interview play. You want to hear the interview, bro? I'm about to play.
What the potential is, the optionality we have, and the personalities. So I think we're really excited to build this thing, and can't wait to get on the floor tomorrow.
Hey guys, this is
What?
one for each of you. Sean, I think last time we saw you and spoke to you, you basically said we need to make sure that the culture is right and that everybody is committed to being here and all in. Then KD requests a trade, and yet here we are. How do you, I guess, reconcile those two things? Saying we have to have everybody committed to being here, and your best player wants out. And in Steve's case, I'm curious whether Kevin felt the need to come to you, and I guess also to Sean, and kind of clear the air. If he's not all in and he wants either a new coach or a new GM or both, how do you reconcile coaching him or being his boss when that's the situation?
Yeah.
I'll start. Well, first and foremost, I'm not his boss.
Ooh.
So let me correct you there. We're partners in this.
Ooh.
And if he wanted out and still wanted out, he wouldn't be here. So you talk about building a culture and want people who have the conviction to be here and be part of something big.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yo, my guy talk heavy, bro. Yo,
Yeah.
Sean Marks talking heavy.
I'm not gonna front, bro. I rock with Sean Marks, man.
Yo, man.
I rock with Sean Marks, man.
See,
Like
Sean
out of
Marks?
all GMs, bro, like he do the best he can, bro. You feel me?
Nah, Sean Marks is protecting Steve Nash, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't like that.
I see the whole energy. I ain't even gotta watch. We could, but
we don't gotta watch it.
No.
Watch it on my own.
No. It's not that I don't want to watch it. I'm telling you the vibe of Sean Marks protecting Steve Nash. I don't have to watch no more. It's only 2 minutes in, and I could tell you Nash is sitting next to Sean Marks. He hasn't earned the respect to be the Nets coach. He is only the Nets coach because of Sean Marks. Sean Marks is a big dog. Trust me, man. He a big dog, man. You hear him talking, man. He barking, man, for the Barclays, man.
Talking about the conviction that he has and his legacy at stake and wanting changes around the organization. Those are things that we addressed all summer long, and we'll continue to address those things. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. It's not a perfect situation, but it's how you have these championship characteristics, and you follow those throughout the offseason into the season. And when adversity strikes, which it will, it always will. It's pro sports. These things happen. And how you respond to those things. And I think that's something Kevin mentioned this morning, and that's something we're going to have to work on as we continue to build this roster and continue to throughout the season.
Follow up on that. Yo, what the fuck?
He's just sitting there. Like, what? Like,
what's the difference between the culture now?
You see what I'm
saying?
It's
like you like the first day of school, like, when you bring your son to school, like, and he just sit there quiet with his book bag on, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yo, this is the shit that I'll be saying, bro. I got nothing against Nash. Like, on man to man, if I see him, I'm not disrespecting Nash. It's crazy. But I'm gonna tell him, like, just his whole you say Kevin Durant body language. What does Steve Nash body language show you, bro?
Uncomfortable.
Shit, this
uneasy.
This interview 29 minutes and 18 seconds long. And it's only 3 minutes in. This is a long interview for Nash, man. Sean Marks better break the ice.
They got a whole bunch of questions for him.
Yo, did he just dodge that question, or I'm bugging?
Yeah, because it looked like he didn't even answer that.
You see the camera? Yo, am I bugging, or did the camera pan to him and he like looked off like, nah, nigga, pass that shit to Sean Marks? Like, I don't know, man. I may be tripping.
Nah, for real.
Sports, these things happen, and how you respond to those things. And I think that's something that Kevin mentioned this morning, and that's something that we're going to have to work on, as we continue to build this roster and continue to throughout the season.
Sean, follow up on the follow up on the culture thing.
This guy is jokes.
What's the difference?
Yo, he is too cool for school, bro. He said, get that camera out of my face. You know I ain't here to answer no questions. You don't ask me no questions. The only person that can ask me a question is Sean Marks. Now, if it was me and you, I'm going to tell you how that's going to go down. They're going to pan the camera to me after you said that if you was Sean Marks. And I'm going to be like, facts. You heard what he said. And I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do because I know where I made my mistakes at. I'm going to stand on my square. Like, Nash ain't doing none of that. He talking about we who? We, what's all this we? What's all this, we what? What we? You. How about you, Nash? Stop putting it all on Sean Marks. You making him, I'm saying he gonna hold you down regardless of me and any other vlog out here. But he put you in there because he believe in you. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, Nash. Come on, Nash. You're a Brooklyn Nets coach, man. Like, come on, Nash. I tell them, don't bash Nash. Don't say he trash, man. Come on, Nash. You can't be acting like your handle is scary, bro. You got to hold it down. You're a Brooklyn Nets. Send him some construction Tims. Send him some construction Tims, man. It's the only way it's going to work, man. I'm going to tweet Sean Marks later, man. Hold on.
Between the culture now and the culture how it was at the end of the season, given all the same major players from top to bottom are here.
Yeah. You guys have heard me say this before. I think your culture is constantly evolving. It's never going to be set in stone. It's not something that's finished. It's not done. It's not complete. It should be continually evolving with your set of circumstances, your roster, where you find yourself. And where we find ourselves now is getting back. We've got our back against the wall. We know our expectations from the outside will maybe look a little different. There's plenty of naysayers out there, but again, it's part of finding those guys that want to be part of something big themselves. We prided ourselves 6 years ago
having guys that had a chip on their shoulder, having something to prove, that were maybe forgotten about a little bit. Well, if we're being forgotten about, we can fly under the radar a little bit. That's fine with us. But it's about having championship characteristics. That's what our culture needs to be about. And you heard Kevin this morning, and that's reiterated throughout this organization. It's top to bottom. Every single person in here needs to pull their weight and do it restricted. And it was a great
I was watching this, and I still can't believe he gave away all our picks, bro.
Performance, management, ownership, everybody sit down and honestly reflect and say, look, our process is right.
Yeah, yo, can you hear me? Yo, I was on mute, man. I'm bugging. Yo, that was funny as hell is what I said. I said, yo, that's funny as hell. Get into how he gave away all the draft picks. That's what I said. Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, he gave away mad draft picks, man. That was crazy.
That's the only thing that I feel like he messed up on, bro. It's like all them draft picks. Like bro, you really don't got no draft picks. Like your whole tenure, like when you walk, cause you getting ready to be out the door. Like you getting ready to be out the door, but you leaving and you making sure we don't got no draft picks for the future. Like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah. Nah, I agree, man. I feel like, again, I like how they move forward from the mistake he made, man. Because right now, again, he's always held at a high standard coming from the Spurs organization, but shit, he got a lot of ties with the Suns too. His relationship with Nash is from the Suns, not the Spurs. You know what I mean? So it's different. That's why I'm like, yo, pay attention. Pay attention to how Sean Marks talk, and pay attention to how Nash talk. Sean Marks is protecting Nash, man. Nash is only the Brooklyn Nets coach because of Sean Marks. Nash is proving what I vlogged about, bro.
Do we have the right people in place? Are we doing the right things? Are we just talking about it, or are we actually doing it? So a little bit of self-audit, without a doubt, almost all of us, myself for sure, look in the mirror and say, okay, what do we get back to?
You guys have been in the league a long time.
Nah, Nash got to answer
like
one
knowing
question, bro.
that your star player at one point this summer wanted you guys fired.
Well, that's pro sports, right? That's right. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of things that go on behind the scenes, and we've both lived on that side of the locker room as well, right? So we know what happens inside the locker room, and that's completely fair. And everybody's entitled to their opinions. And I think from us, it's not to hold a grudge against what Kevin said, but it's a little bit of say, all right, that's the way he feels. What's going on here? Like, what do we need to change? Is it personnel driven? Again, is it logistics? The processes? What is it? What can we do to get back to that? And I totally understand it's a frustrating season. I don't know that there's anybody more frustrated than the two of us. So
talk about it.
We all know what's at stake here, what our goals are.
Nash, talk about your frustrations.
If you got a choice.
Go ahead, Nash. A fucking commercial came on before Nash spoke on. He's just agreeing with me. Yeah, I know you agree with him. Like, yeah, I know you agree with Sean, man. I agree with him too. But what about your frustrations, Nash? I care. Big fan Breezy cares. Like Nash, you're just not gonna answer no questions and head nod Sean Marks the entire interview. That's not possible. It's no way we're going to watch this entire interview and Nash don't answer one question and head nod everything Sean Marks says. It's not possible. Not possible, bro.
Can you give us a sense of what the discussions were like with Kyrie in terms of the contract extension, the franchise comfort level with him now just being on a one-year deal.
That's
Yo,
just
bro.
Stars are trying to keep
Yo.
the contract as long as
Yeah, I'm about
possible.
to get off here, man.
Contracts,
All right, later, lad.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of tired, bro.
Yeah, nah, me too, man. I'm about to call it a night for real.
Him being on a one-year.
Sure. Well,
All right,
obviously, I'm
buddy.
getting the actual
All
contract
right, yo,
discussions
later, bro.
with him and
Yo, man, shout out to Lab, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, man, he wanted to watch the Sean Marks interview with Nash. I ain't watched the whole thing. I was kind of waiting to do it tonight. I seen enough, man. I need Nash to do American Gladiator or some shit, man. I need him to do a push-up challenge. I need him to fucking, I don't know, man. Fucking do fucking, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You know, how about this? Coaches, right? Like who'd you like as a coach? Like who is your favorite coach? You know? Like yeah, for real. Like who is your favorite coach? Who? You know? And think about how you can implement what was winning about your favorite coach and into your playbook. You know, be a student of the game. Maybe it's not for you to know anything, but be a student of the game. Maybe you don't have a game plan and you just take pages out of different coaches' playbooks and make your own playbook because you're a student of the game. You combine everything that you know from all your experiences as a player, and every time you came to a coach like, yo, coach, put me in the game. Knew when it was right when you wanted to put a player in the game. Knew it was right time when the coach looked at you and said, Steve Nash, you're ready to go in the game. You know, you earned that right to go in the game. You helping us win basketball games. You need to be playing right now. I need you. Coaching. Who was your favorite coach? Who was Nash's favorite coach? Nobody never tries to talk to Nash. I'm going to tweet Nash. Who's his favorite coach? And I said a lot, but again, like I said, man, I fed into that. Nah, I can't do that. I can't feed into the bash Nash. I can't do that shit, yeah. Like, yeah, we obviously see that, but he's still a Brooklyn Nets. We have to give him positive energy for us to win games. What if we would tweet Nash how we feel as fans? It's the only way. I don't know anyone. I mean, 6 degrees of separation and whatnot, but I just wish Nash realized that the greats all are students of the game. And if you're gonna ever be a great coach, which Sean Marks seems to believe in you, remember that. Just remember being a student of the game is what all greats do, man. Shout out to everybody, man. It's Netsatnyte. Shout out to Laugh for the pull up, like, share, subscribe. You already. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Book of That vlog. Let me get with y'all later. Peace.